Hey everybody, Joe Iaquinto here. I want to talk to you today about my 1970 Gibson EB-3. This is the slot head model. We call it that because it's got a slot head. Look at that, I can put my finger through there. Forget it, I can put a pen through there, right? Hey, you need a pen? There you go. I love the space. I had an EB-3L, the long scale version, slot head, just, same model, back in 1976. And I destroyed it. I was playing a gig upstate. I was young. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I put heavy gauge labella flat wounds on it towards the end of the season, and the neck just went woohoo like that. I mean, I had to, okay, we're going to play now. And it was horrible. So I took it back to Brooklyn when the season was over. I took it to a music store and sold it to them, and got a couple of bucks for it, and I replaced it with a Fender. But I've always missed it. I always missed the slot head model, and they were hard to find for a while. And then about 10 years ago, when I was still in Los Angeles, I wanted one. I went looking, and the prices were starting to get, crazy high. Found this one. Some guy was offering it for $400. It needed work. It only had this pickup, which is a replacement. This is the DiMarzio Model 1 replacement, which was put in incorrectly. The pole pieces, for some reason, froze up. I don't know what the guy did. They're barely adjustable, and that's the whole point of a DiMarzio, is you want to adjust the pole pieces. And then they just mounted it with big screws into the wood, so you can't adjust it. So it's a non-adjustable DiMarzio pickup. This pickup was gone. There was a gaping hole here, so I had to replace this pickup. It had no pick guard, and somebody a long time ago at some point had taken out the Veritone switch, the 4-position, and put in the 3-way, SG kind of switch. To me, the beauty of the EB-3 was the big humbucker and the Veritone, to get all those crazy sounds out of the two pickups and the filters and everything else they put in there. What are you going to do? So, but I love playing the space. It's super easy to play. It's got a really thin neck, really thin from back to front and, width-wise. So it's very comfortable to play. It's only 6-ish pounds, which is great for me. I got a terrible back. My back is, don't even get me started on my back. But I really want to restore this thing. It sounds good the way it is. Oh, one last thing. And it did not have the original chrome tuners. These are very hard to find. It took me 6 years maybe to find these. Somebody had them at one point. They wanted $800 for it. It's like, yeah, come here, I'll give you $800. They're very hard to find. I don't know where the guy got the aftermarket ones that were on here. They were black ones, and they were nice. They worked. They stayed in tune, but I wanted the real deal. So I finally found these. These are the actual Gibson Schaller tuning keys. Yay. Okay. And this neck has binding. So the model that came after this, by the way, is very different. My friend Jeff Gans prefers those, and they're very different. They have a maple neck instead of a mahogany neck, which was always what Gibson used. So they have a maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard on a mahogany body, much thicker body, much thicker neck, bigger neck, almost like the precision bass. I think Gibson maybe tried to go for the jazz vibe with this. They went for the P-bass kind of vibe with the other one. Very big, thick headstock, like the one that was on the Ripper. So on the EB-3, the short scale, it looked kind of funny because it's got this giant headstock. And then they took the neck pickup, which was a smart move, and they moved it like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, I think, down towards the P-bass sweet spot. So the two pickups were a lot closer in proximity. Made a big difference. Maple neck, pickups moved, solid headstock, and it definitely changed the way the bass sounded and played, kind of on the heavy side. So this one's perfect for me. I want to get it restored. This is what it sounds like now. This is just the DiMarzio, right? It's got a P bass with the tone control rolled off kind of vibe. It also gets like a Rick vibe. gets that kind of Rickenbacker with a set of flat wound strings on it sound to me. And you could still get the Gibson-y. You know, it still gets that Gibson thing. It loses something in the low mid range to me, and the high mids, having the DiMarzio. This is both pickups. Interesting. Gets a good slap sound. Very thuddy, very different. That's the kind of slap sound I like sometimes. It's the anti-slap sound. It's like not the Marcus Miller. It's more of the earlier Larry Graham stuff that was really thuddy. That kind of thing. So that's the middle pickup. You know, it's usable, sounds good with the pick. This is the bridge pickup. Not bad. Kind of cool. Got a little bit of a jazzy vibe, jazz bassy vibe. So it's extremely versatile. I love everything this bass can do. I just don't like the fact that it's, you know, got all this stuff wrong with it. So I'm trying my best. I got the tuning keys. I got, this is an actual, you know, vintage pickguard that I found. And I did this all on the cheap. I mean, I really took a lot of time and was able to find these things, not for the premium asking price, you know, people that were selling that were not bandits, so to speak. So I got that. I also had to replace the pickup surround here, which is hard to find. These pickup surrounds are hard to find. The one that was on here was cracked. So I got that replaced. I really don't remember what kind of bridge pickup this is. I put it on there when I first got the bass. I don't remember. I really don't. But I bought it on eBay, and it sounds great. You know, it operates the way it should. It sounds like the old school pickup to me. And when you put it together, it gives you just enough of that high end, you know, to balance out. Now, when I put the original pickup in, it's going to sound differently. It's going to sound more, I think, characteristic. And speaking of the original one, I am unbelievably grateful to have a dear friend who's going to send me some parts here. I'm not going to disclose everything now because I want to show you the genesis of the bass, you know, as I go ahead and restore it. But I did find out today that I'm getting the Gibson humbucker and the Veritone switch, so I can restore this baby to its original glory and then some. So I'm really thankful. I'm really, that's all I can tell you. I'm super thankful to this wonderful person for helping me out. There's actually two guys involved in this, and you know, they'll get their props, as the young people say, as this goes on. Okay, there's actually like 5 people involved in this. There may be 6. I don't know. Maybe somebody on the grassy knoll. Anyway, all will be revealed. But I want you to see the bass as it is now. And as I reconstruct it, I'll show you. So, Gibson EB-3, 1970. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And we'll see each other again in October. All right. Bye-bye.